John here, and back again with another review. And this is for Kevin. Kevin wanted me to talk about and review the Super Mario Brothers movie that came out this year. And Kevin is a Patreon member. Thank you to Kevin for pledging to my Patreon. I do appreciate it. And yeah, so he wanted me to talk about this movie. And I had fun with it. I enjoyed it. It's an animated film, which I don't really watch a lot of animated films now. I kind of take that back. The last one that I did watch a while back, maybe a couple of months ago or so, was Atlantis: The Lost Empire. And that's a good movie. But it's not, in regards to like animated films, I don't really go out of my way to, watch a lot of them now. But I thought this was good. I mean, I know one of the first things that people are going to ask, now that I've seen this, what do I prefer more? The 1993 movie, the live action movie, or do I prefer this movie? While technically you can say this is a better film, I'm still going to have a soft spot for the 1993 film. And I'm glad that in recent years, people have sort of backed off on the backlash and the, making fun of it. Because I'm not going to sit here and say it's a perfect movie or a perfect adaptation, but I do have fun with it. I know the behind the scenes on that movie, wasn't good for everybody involved, and it was a rough production. But I will say, and I will admit, I do like that movie. And again, I have fun with it. And again, while technically this is the better film adaptation, but I'm still going to prefer the 93 live action movie. I will say, though, in regards to, video game adaptations now, this is definitely one of the best, along with, Sonic the Hedgehog, which I did enjoy. I haven't seen the second one, but I did enjoy the first one. And it seems like, little by little, they're starting to get it right. When it comes to adapting these movies. Because, when I think about recent ones, Mortal Kombat from 2021, didn't get the job done. Which I know they're making the second one right now. And they're back to filming it now that the strike is over. But, who's to say that that's not going to be any better than the first time around? The reboot that came out in 2021. And I know I'm going off on a different tangent here, and these are two completely different properties, but why is it that they can't get a Mortal Kombat film right, but they're able to pull off and, get this one right? And again, I know they're two completely different, properties, characters, and this is more... Again, this is more of a family movie, family-friendly, animated film. And, made billions of dollars. And they're talking about making another one and doing other characters, Nintendo characters. But, so they're starting to get it right a little bit at a time. But if I jump into the movie here, I don't know if I really want to go into the plot. But I will talk about the voice cast. You got Chris Pratt as Mario. I thought he did fine. When he was casted as Mario, you had all this backlash, internet. The internet imploded. When Chris Pratt was hired as Mario, people didn't buy it. There was a lot of, again, backlash and, people trying to, if I recall right, there was like petitions to remove Chris Pratt and get the original guy that voices Mario, but I thought he did fine. I know that Chris Pratt is going to voice Garfield. There's a trailer out right now for like a Garfield animated film, and Chris Pratt is the voice of Garfield. But other people in the cast here, you got Charlie Day's Luigi. I thought he did fine. But for me, I thought Jack Black as Bowser, I thought he did the best here. To me, he's a standout in regards to the cast here and the people that, provided the voices. I thought he did the best here. The voice of Toad is voiced by Keegan-Michael Key. I thought he was fun. The princess is voiced by Anya Taylor-Joy. I thought she did fine. For me, the one voice that I felt very indifferent by was Donkey Kong, which I know that Seth Rogen was a voice. And again, I just felt very indifferent. I think they should have gotten somebody else to voice Donkey Kong, but that's just me. But overall, I would say, again, Mario and Luigi did fine. I didn't have no issues at all with Chris Pratt and Charlie Day. Again, Jack Black stands out. He's the highlight here, and I thought the other people were fine, but again, Donkey Kong I felt was indifferent. I mean, why not get somebody else? But that's just me. And to mention other stuff here, the animation, it's well animated. I will say that. The animation is great. The opening of the film is a lot of fun because you get a commercial with the characters being plumbers. I like the fact that they highlight that these characters are plumbers and they don't, try to shy away from that. So I like that, in the beginning of the movie, they reference that and they show a little bit of the characters doing their job and getting calls, and they have a little commercial, a little jingle, with these characters. And long story short, they have a job to do where they go into the sewer system, and basically they get sucked down this pipe. Mario goes into the Mushroom Kingdom, and Luigi is captured in the Darklands. And throughout the movie, Mario is trying to get to his brother, and is asking the princess for help, and he has to first go through these tests. And I like the references to the games, and the way that they would do these tests with the Mario character. And good soundtrack too. I have to say, the soundtrack is good. You hear I Need a Hero, which is a great song, and later on Take on Me. But kind of skipping ahead a little bit because I don't want to give a lot of stuff away here. But later on, they would meet, Donkey Kong, and you would get a little bit of kart action, Mario Kart action later. But you find out Bowser wants to marry the princess, and Mario has to, save the city because Bowser, is now in Brooklyn. So it's up to Mario and our characters to stop Bowser, and Mario has to get the star back. And again, there's a lot of references here. If you've played the games, when they happen. And so I swear there's like a little reference to Duck Hunt in the movie. And I know I really didn't mention a lot here because I want people to see this movie. If you haven't seen it, you're thinking, oh, it's just an animated film, it can't be that good. It is good. And again, for me, it's one of the better video game adaptations in recent times. It's up there for me with, Sonic the Hedgehog, and that's a film that I really enjoyed. And there's a reason why, again, I didn't really go in depth here with the movie, because I want people to go watch it, go check it out. And I would like to pick up this movie at some point, get the Blu-ray. I'm not going to, at the moment, I'm not going to go out there and pick up the Blu-ray now, but maybe I'll wait a little bit, let the price go down. But for people that love the Mario character, for people that, remember the games, and yeah, I mean, this is a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed this, and overall, again, it's a very, fun animated film, and again, one of the better, I know I've said this more than once, but it's one of the better video game adaptations. And so I enjoyed it. So, yeah, thank you to Kevin for the review request here, and I hope I did a good job. So, yeah, I do recommend this movie, but thank you for watching, and have a good day. Thank you again to Kevin for being a patron, and if anybody would like to support the channel, I will leave a link down below to my Patreon, and there you will find the Die Hard Members tier, also known as the crediting tier, and you can be credited in videos, again like Kevin, but just wanted to mention that. Again, thank you for watching, and have a good day.